take a look at this video out of Shandong province in China, where we had some severe weather, including this absolutely mind-blowing tornado that rode through. 79 people injured, one person died from this just engulfing skyscrapers out here. It's incredible to see a video like this, and this is all part of a front, which also you can see here. You know, we've been seeing landslides and flooding in the Japan part of the rainy season front, the Mayu Bayou front, which does bring the severe weather this time of year. You can see it right in here, one low after another, just continuing to dominate the forecast for parts of northeastern Asia. This all takes place as that Westpac high, located right here, starts to retreat towards the north, and as that happens, the easterlies pick up, and it increases the threat of typhoon. So remember, all this weather doesn't know borders. It's all tied together, and just kind of shows you how everything's connected here. But we're still seeing plenty of rough weather along that front over the next few days for the Korean Peninsula, northern areas of Japan. And you know what's also interesting? As this lifts north, it's continuing to build in that tropical heat from the south. And you can see south of that front, heat advisories in place in southeastern areas of China. Record-breaking temperatures in parts of Japan. This immediate prefecture, 39.7 degrees. That is just brutally hot temperatures here as that high pressure and that basically subtropical ridge pulls off here towards the north. Now, the long-range forecast does hint at maybe something developing south of that ridge, and I'll get to that in just a second. Let's get back to kind of this front and the overall pattern in the western Pacific today with that front back towards the north. Still got more rainfall there. You can see your ridge rate in here. This indicates upwards of 200 to 300 millimeters around Beijing, and then you have that easterly flow with the southwest monsoon as well. So let's zoom in on our friends here in Southeast Asia. Of course, talking about typhoons. That's what most of you tune in for, albeit just had to touch in on that tornado. Incredible weather back towards the north. We've been tracking this upper level low moving across the Philippines, and you know, it's not organized by any means. You can see kind of the rotation right in there, just like that. I mean, it's centered right over Luzon, but it is not down near the surface, so we're not seeing, you know, an organized storm by any means, but it does help trigger up instability aloft, and that does help influence afternoon showers and thunderstorms, which we're going to continue to see throughout the weekend. That is until this all drifts towards the north and west, rounding that ridge, and then we start to see the southwest monsoon really just kind of kick back in. Speaking of monsoon, by the way, it also has been bringing heavy rainfall for the Indochina Peninsula. I've been seeing some flooding reports out of parts of Vietnam the last few days too. So yeah, this is your Friday afternoon for Manila, heading into Saturday as well. Still going to be looking at those afternoon scattered showers from Pangan to Henan down across Subic area, even into Manila, really the NCR. It's the wet season, so I can't really can't scream, oh, this is unusual there. That's definitely something as normal as it can get for this time of year. The only unusual thing is we haven't had any tropical systems to really speak of, and thus I go back to this guidance again with the GFS showing something maybe developing by the 15th into the 16th. And if we look at the GFS ensembles, also there's areas in red indicating the ensemble members trying to pull for something too. It's really interesting that mid-July we could have something out here, and of course we're going to continue to keep an eye on it. I mean, if we go back to the broader satellite picture, I don't there's nothing formed at this time, so it's kind of difficult. I would say maybe the model's picking up on this little wave right here. But, I mean, that's got about a week and a half to 2 weeks before it's going to be impacting anything in the Philippines. And then it has to get through this high pressure. We got shear, the upper level low rate in there, another upper level low rate around here. I mean, there's just a lot going against development. But if this high pressure ridge starts to set back up again, that could push it further south and into more favorable areas for tropical development. So at least at this time, want to continue to keep a very close eye on what's happening out there in the Western Pacific. All right, so here's your 5-day for Manila. No, that tells a story. Afternoon thunderstorms, highs about 31 to 32 degrees, lows and high 20s. Sunrise right around 5:31 a.m. This is really for all the Philippines and Southeast Asia. Sunsets at 6:30 p.m. and it's a new moon. So, you know, if you like the dark. I don't know what I was trying to. In Baguio, a little bit cooler, higher elevation there for you guys. Hey, lastly, I'll wrap up with a big thanks for everybody on Patreon who supports this channel. I say it in every video, and I can't stress enough. You guys are a lifesaver, and truly, 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 thank you. That's the big one there. All right. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything you do and supporting the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. And number one thing, as always, is stay safe out there.